Thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to reserve some comments concerning the mayor's comments earlier today. I'll take some time, write down my thoughts, and I will probably be having a press conference in the near future just to address some of the concerns that I have. I think it's fair to say that anybody on this council that hears of impropriety or what they think is what I believe is unethical behavior, that if it's our duty to report it to the administration, and that's what I did. And there's another issue too that that you're aware of, which was not in the memo, that also President Waldron's aware of. So I think it's okay for us, and it's our duty to make it to your attention when something is not right with one of the departments at the cities, especially when it affects the taxpayers of the city and people applying for permits, right? So if you don't want to investigate that because it's your department, that's up to you. But I have the right to at least ask you to let you know what I've heard. And that's all I did. And if you want to ignore it, that's up to you. But as far as the comments about the last meeting, I sent to Mr. Waldron a copy of the tape. I didn't say one word to anybody until at minute 4:23, the second part. I think if you go back and look at it, I said I don't want to beat a dead horse in this. Councilwoman Negron said, well, it's a little too late for that. And I think at minute 9:01, I made a comment later on, at minute 9:01, Mr. Waldron said something to me, which I think you will admit that he did. Yes?
We did have a discussion.
Right, but you made those comments to me first, before I, 2 minutes or 3 minutes later, made the same comments.
Here we go.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
I sent you the video.
I didn't
All right.
look at any video.
All right, so I'm just saying, it's been going both ways. It's not one person. The fact that I like to debate and be open, I think is a good thing. I think the residents want it. I don't want to have conversations back in the backroom channels and everybody show up here and it's 7-0 every time. The residents don't want that. They want to hear the discussion and the debate. And I welcome the debate. If you don't agree with my debate, challenge it. Here, it's okay. It's not personal. It's city business. So I will get my thoughts together on the mayor. Mayor, could you forward your email or email me your comments from time?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Cohen?
Thank you, President Waldron. Can I just make a comment?
Sure, of course.
Nowhere in my comments, well, let me just be very clear. I don't think any of us, and I'll just speak for myself, want to stifle debate. It's the tone that I have problems with, and many, I think, people at the table have problems with. We want debate. We want discussion. It's the tone of the words.
Just to jump right off of that, this evening, Mr. Callahan, when you brought up the golf course and the price of buckets, I think no one would have any issue with how you spoke, whether they agreed with your idea or not, which I think is a very altruistic and sincere approach of what you're talking about with discounted rates for golf balls. And I think that's something that should be explored, and I think a discussion should be had. But there was a much different approach from what happened at the committee meeting to what was happening this evening. I think that's what the mayor was pointing to as an example of how things don't always go as smoothly as they could when people are respectful and working together.
I also read those comments versus speaking. So I don't know why we're being judged on tone. I mean, this is the way I speak. You know, I don't tell you. If you don't like the debate and you don't like the tone, I apologize. But if you listen to the words, I think you'll understand that I welcome the debate and come up with a better argument. That's all I'm asking for. I did. If you go back and look at the video, You'll see I didn't make any comments until there was a comment by Ms. Negron and a comment by you. And I repeated what you said to me a few minutes later, which I was attacked for. And I think if you look at those minutes, you'll see that I'm very correct in what I said. But again, I'll reserve my comments for after I read the mayor's memo, and I will release a reply to that and what my concerns are with a member of his administration. And then we'll go from there.
Mr. Cullen, you want to?
Off topic from what I just briefly